Moses from the crib. Express yourself. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the crib. Today, we'll be going over self-expression on the drums. Drumming isn't just about playing patterns or keeping time, but it is about telling a story and connecting with your audience through your sound. In today's lesson, we'll explore how to use drums as a tool for personal expression. We'll focus on creativity, dynamics, and phrasing, all designed to help you engage more with whoever you're playing in front of. All right, what is self-expression in drumming? Self-expression on drums is all about infusing your unique personality into your playing. It's not just about doing the best chops or playing the craziest grooves, but it is about translating how you feel within yourself onto the drums. So let's start by practicing dynamic control. Through this exercise of dynamic control, we'll go through how playing things at a softer volume versus playing things at a louder volume give you a different feeling when you're listening or even when you're playing. So, like always, if you got your drum pad or you're behind your drum set, let's try this thing out together. All right, so through my little solo there, I wanted to take you on a journey, of some different feelings. Some sluggish feelings where it was just like, to more aggressive feelings where it was like, those little crescendos and things like that really bring more feeling into what you're playing. So if you're playing by yourself, of course, you play what you want. But if you're playing in front of an audience, when you do little dynamic things, you crescendo or you decrescendo, it gets the crowd every single time. I'll tell you that. They're going to be like, whoa. It's kind of one of those things where you can connect with the audience that you're playing in front of just by the volume that you play at. All right, so here we're going to go with starting soft with something, building to a louder volume, and then coming back to soft, just so you can experience the emotion behind a crescendo and what it brings to you when you play it, but also what it would bring to a viewer when they're watching you play. just created a little moment there so you can see the effect that playing soft or playing loud has on your overall dynamic sound and on your overall storytelling through when you're playing your actual solo or groove. If we're playing a groove, let's play it soft, and we're going to build in and add some ghost notes to it. That's another form of self-expression. By adding more notes, you can add accents, you can add more notes, you can play things soft, you can play things loud. All of these together create that story that you're trying to tell when you're playing your drums. So let's see how adding ghost notes to a groove or to a drum fill will allow you to start that journey and begin to walk and tell your story. So how I like to look at it, if you're playing a regular 2 and 4, that's kind of like when you're a baby and you're learning to talk. But when you add those ghost notes in there, that's when you grow up. You start developing your words. And then you start adding more ghost notes and more flavor into it. That's when you start to build your library that's inside your head with bigger words. All right, that's just kind of how I like to look at it to, bring it all back to human form. Ghost notes and accents are an incredible way to add subtle things and emphasis to your plan, giving you more control over how you express yourself. Ghost notes can create a sense of depth and complexity within your plan. While they are soft, they still shape the groove. Adding these subtle things adds a lot more character to your groove. But on the flip side, accents on the snare and bass drum or on the hi-hats will allow you to emphasize certain moments in your plan and make your drums stand out. So take that same 2 and 4 groove, and what we're going to do, we're going to accent our ghost notes. All right, so we're not just going to play the subtle ghost notes, but we're going to make these ghost notes bigger in a different way. And we're going to add accents before and after the ghost note just to kind of change up the expression. So let's see how that is. Got your drumsticks, right? All right, let's get it. So there, you can see how adding those ghost notes but making them louder adds more emphasis and more oomph into your groove, right? The more your ghost notes stand out, the bigger your groove will sound. But the subtle ghost notes, in my opinion, most times help the groove just feel a little better. It connects the dots, you know what I mean? Instead of everything being a dot, 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 it's like you got your dot with your accents, boom, gat, boom, gat, boom, gat, boom, gat. Those are the dots. And when you're connecting the dots, you normally draw a line from dot to dot to dot. Those ghost notes, those subtle ghost notes, are the line that you're drawing between dot 1, dot 2, dot 3, dot 4. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. These accents allow you to bring a certain amount of emphasis and movement. They allow you to bring attention to certain parts of your groove or whatever solo you're playing, helping you highlight key emotional moments in the music. Once again, it all goes back to expressing your emotions onto the drum set. So now we're going to talk about phrasing your fills, giving them a beginning, a middle, and an end. So when you practice fills, just think about how each phrase leads into the next. Just like you're having a conversation, your drumming should feel organic with tension that eventually resolves. Talk about a little bit of improv and a little freestyle, okay? People often talk about feeling free when you're playing drums, but to truly unlock your self-expression, it's important that you experiment with just freestyling. Improvising always allows you to explore your creative instincts without any limitations. So what that means is in your practice time, or what you could do right now is you could pause the video and literally just play what you want. I'll wait. Hopefully that felt good to you, that you could just play what you want without feeling like, dang it, I keep messing up or anything like that. This is what I feel like practice should be. So I'll give y'all this last exercise that I like to use in order to begin to freely express myself through my playing. We're going to attempt changing moods through dynamics and through tempo. As you've heard me playing earlier, I would play a groove, but I would throw accents in there, or I would throw some off-time hits there, or I would stop and then come back in. All of these things will help you set and change a mood while you're playing and expressing yourself on the drums. All right, step one to this exercise will be practice playing a simple groove, but switch the mood by varying your dynamics and your tempo. And also, I do have access to a lot of drums up here, so I often like to use different drums to also change the mood of expressing myself through my playing. As you can see, while I was freestyling and playing whatever came to my mind and to my heart, I'm breathing hard as a mug right now, I changed tempo. I changed dynamics. I paused a little bit, came back in with something graceful, or I paused a little bit, came back with something very aggressive. All of these kinds of things change the mood of your playing. I used many different drums to convey my feelings that I was feeling inside, that I wanted to express through my drums, just to make it happen. And possessing that ability to change your dynamics, to change your tempos, or to change your phrasing is what makes you a true musical storyteller. Whether you're in a band or whether you're playing a solo, think about the mood that you want to create while you're playing and use your drumming to bring that feeling from your heart to life. In closing, I want to leave you with the statement to embrace your personal drumming voice. Self-expression on drums is all about freedom, creativity, and emotion. There's no right or wrong way to express yourself through your drumming. What matters is that you're playing honestly and authentically. Keep experimenting with dynamics, phrasing, mood changing. So after you watch this video, I challenge you as homework until the next lesson comes out to keep practicing and experimenting with different dynamics, different phrasing, and different improvisation when you're behind your drum set. But most importantly, have fun. Have fun and be free when you play. It shouldn't be a mental thing where you're kicking yourself in the head like, oh, I messed up, or anything of that sort. Most of the times we're putting handcuffs and chains on ourselves and capping off our abilities. You have the ability to do any and everything that you want to do. You just got to put in the work and be consistent in your practice toward it. So again, keep experimenting with all of these things, but most of all, have fun and be free. That's been your Lessons from the Crib today, expressing yourself through your actual drum set. Now go out and tell your story. Thank y'all for tuning in to Lessons from the Crib. Today, we went over expressing yourself through the drums, bringing out what's in your heart, and just laying it all on the drum set. So if you like this lesson today, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. There is a Patreon link down below if you would like to become a patron. Get lessons every single week, full drum lessons. Lessons on everything from finance, life, love, everything is available on Patreon. We have one-on-one lessons. You'll have my personal info so we can chat anytime you want. I would love to get to know you, and I'm enjoying this journey so far. I appreciate y'all. This has been Lessons from the Crib. Me, I'm Hayes Amaze, and I appreciate y'all for tuning back in. I love y'all. Peace.